Buckle up and hold on as we take you for a wild and exciting ride on the road to TransWorld. This is TransWorld Live. Buckle up and hold on as we take...
Anything you need, Hot Pay's here for you. Established in 2013, we're gonna keep on chugging.
What's going on, everybody? It's
Hi,
Tuesday.
guys. Happy Tuesday. I'm getting excited. I love it. I instantly, as soon as like things start rolling and we start seeing all the comments and stuff, my heart starts pumping, start getting so excited. Chris,
Oh, when
it's
you see
Tuesday.
those chats just come in, it's like, yes, this is Tuesday. So excited. So glad that you guys are here with us. Love you guys. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. So yeah, actually I just saw Chocolate Treasures. Is all my Ohio friends okay? Yeah, doing like a sound off really quick, making sure that everybody is doing all right in the Midwest. There's all sorts of crazy storms and things happening. So hopefully hopefully everybody's okay and tuning in comfortably from their homes.
Very much so. We were talking about that S word, and some friends of ours in Wisconsin had gotten like 9 to 10 inches apparently of snow overnight, and here it is, April 2nd. I know.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know the S word was in the forecast until I looked, just because somebody was talking about the storms earlier today. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're supposed to get hit with a lot of S words as well. So
wait, Nicole. Now we have our normal VIP crowd where we are very excited and honored that they are with us every week. But not only do we have Cannon and the Baisley family watching, but we also have our good friends Dave and Aubrey Appel from Horror Props. So excited that they're here.
It's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this time of year as we're gearing up and so many people are, I love it. I love it. Oh, and look, there's another VIP in the house, Mr. Scott Tater Lind.
Oh,
I know.
Yes, the best tornado watching.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, to Paul and to Nadine and to Derek checking in from getting ready for halfway to Halloween, which we are very excited to see them. But holy cow, all of you guys, thank you so much for being here. Sean Fenner, everybody.
Yes, Tater just brought up a good point. Now we officially are giving all of the news. You don't have to turn anywhere else besides TransWorld Live every
Exactly. We're investing in green screens here.
I was just gonna say, Chris, can we here's the map, everybody. Here's the map. It's looking a little gold for the rest of the week.
That's it.
So should be good.
Exactly.
Should be good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. So, and there might be some new people logging on because we are broadcasting to the East Coast Haunters page, which there's a lot of buzz happening there. So hello to our new friends and future fans, because we're going to be streaming here to you every Tuesday until East Coast Haunters. So I'm excited. And I'm also seeing a lot of people are logging on through YouTube. That seems to be the best connection to catch us all the time. With just the right amount of alerts.
We've heard some really good things about the connections to YouTube. So we'll always be available on Facebook. But we are going to be having some incentives to join us through YouTube because we can provide a different experience for you. So Make sure for future weeks, if you haven't checked that out, check us out through there. We're going to have a couple of contests that are just geared towards YouTube viewers starting next week.
Yeah, so make sure you are logging on and definitely hit that subscribe button for us, guys.
Please.
Because that is important in order to be notified that we are live.
Yes. So excited.
I know, but most people have got it now down.
Yeah.
Like, Chris and I are down in the first 5 minutes. People are texting. They're like, TransWorld live tonight?
Yeah. Always.
I love it. So, all right, Chris, there's a lot happening. April is a very important month, not only because East Coast is there, not only because we're a few weeks away from Midwest, but also we've got some fun birthdays coming up.
We do. And just a small dip because we kind of try to touch it week by week. And so we want to make sure that we don't forget about anybody. So, Sunday we had 3 epic birthdays. We had Tim Rash, we had Eric Simpliski, who's a roller coaster extraordinaire. We'll have to talk about that sometime. And then Randy Scallows. Happy birthday to you guys. That was on Sunday, March 31st.
But there's more because we've got Thomas Bat George today. Happy birthday. And also our friend Bones from 13th Floor on Thursday.
Yes. So happy birthday to them
all the way around. So Aries in the house, guys.
Yeah, very, very. Well, Nicole,
I'm scared for this next part. I just glanced at the show notes and saw how many days and instantly get your heart pumping.
It is a scary time and it is an exciting time because not only are we officially on the road to East Coast Honors Convention, but do we want to rip the Band-Aid off on how many days until it starts?
Yep. There's only 23 days to go, guys. Just 23 days from now, we are all going to be together yet again. This time in a new place that we're all going to get to explore together and get to see some really cool attractions and talk with a lot of older friends and newer friends on the East Coast. I mean, I think everybody knows by now, but just in case you don't, we are headed to the greater Philadelphia area, and the fun part doesn't end there because we're also going to be taking a pre-show tour. And Chris, tell us a little bit about this magical thing called East Coast Honors Convention.
Holy cow. So let's touch base on this. Number one, you're going to need the website more than anything.
Yes.
This is a first year convention. We are very, very excited. So there's some groundbreaking details. We want to make sure that you are getting all of that information as quickly as possible. So super simple, East Coast Honors Convention.com. That's the place to go for all of this late breaking news. And truly, if you looked at the page at 8 a.m. and you looked at the page at 5 p.m., you would have seen dramatically different changes. And that's going to happen every day as we are very, very short term. So we are going to bring you all of that breaking news. So let's give the general overview. We have a pre-show tour on Thursday. We're going to be talking to all 3 of those haunted attractions here tonight, making sure that you do not miss out on an awesome opportunity. We do have 3 haunt tours on Friday, 1 in the morning that's already sold out, and we'll touch bases on that in a second. And then we've got 2 more, just some little known haunted attractions that you may not have heard of, but we'll talk about those. I mean, they've only changed the industry. It's fine.
Yeah, right. Right. Little bit of legends themselves.
Exactly. The trade show floor opens up on Saturday morning at 9:30, and we are going to be having a blast through a whole lot of different vendors, a whole lot of stage activities, a whole lot of contests. And thanks to Rich and Jen's hard work, the interactive floor plan that's already been released. East Coast Honors Convention.com.
Chris, I was just going to ask you, have you been able to take a look at the most recent, the most updated, all the way, first of all, it's like a work of art. It's gorgeous already. And I've already started getting my getting my plans together of where I'm hitting first, and it looks very, very exciting. So,
Holy cow!
I've
Yes.
not had a chance to take a look at it. Make sure that you do, especially if you are coming already to East Coast, in order to get yourself prepared for what's about to go down. It's really good.
And you asked a great question. Have I looked at the most recent version? And truly, I know things have changed from like 8 a.m. to where they are now. So make sure you're checking quite often and making sure that your plan fits, because you don't want to miss out. Rich is adding things all the time. I know Jenny just added one today that she just told me about. So super excited to see all of those wonderful changes. And then we talked about the stage. We talked about all of the activities in an area that you'll see on the map called the pit. And surrounding the pit are 19 different haunted attractions from the East Coast area that are ready to party. They're bringing their entire crews. They're going to be ready to not only compete in games, but represent and take photos and meet the fans and just be a part of everybody that's coming to celebrate everything that we love about haunting on the East Coast. Now, Nicole, as one of those amazing haunts that's going to be a part of that, how are you guys feeling? How's your team feeling?
Okay, we're feeling really pumped up and like ready to go. And like, there's messages that have already started. There was idea. We're still in the later stages of the ideas. However, after there has been some breaking news regarding activities and things that are happening, I am getting text messages like, "Hey, just so you know, this, and this. I'm a whiz at it. Like, put me in, coach. I'm ready to go." So I'm really excited. I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to see, kind of what everybody brings, but that pit atmosphere, it's always been on my bucket list, right? I get to attend MHC, see all that fun stuff, and now it's time. It's time for us to make our own legends. So very excited.
I am excited, and we're going to go over all that stuff in the next couple of weeks. All the haunts have been notified, and we're working with them to make sure that they have all their competitors ready to roll. Now, if you're there to have fun and you're there to buy some amazing stuff, but you're also there to learn, guess what? All the seminars have been released, or a good portion, right? I think we still have some that are on their way.
Yes, there is still updates happening all the way around. So make sure, if you have not bookmarked that page, make sure you do it now. I'm sure our friend Robert will be dropping a lot of that into the chat. But yes, that's the best way to stay up to date. And if you haven't started getting your seminars, make sure you do. I know we've been talking a lot about the tours and how important those tickets are, but make sure you are reserving your seats as well for those seminars and getting your plans together, especially so that you can navigate everything that's happening all at once.
Now, we talked about
look at Robert.
Exactly. See, he's Mr. Wizard. We love him.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about the trade show. The trade show is going to be open Saturday and Sunday. But of course, we talked about haunt tours on Thursday and Friday. But Saturday night, make sure you don't miss out on the party to set our inaugural event off the charts. It is going to put us in another dimension, you could say.
Maybe even another world, Chris?
I couldn't have guessed that.
Yes. No, and we, Chris and I actually had the chance to take a little peek at this, and I am very excited to bring back hundreds of our friends to go and party and explore and really get to sink our teeth into that of Otherworld.
Yes. Oh, so excited. And again, all of that information is on the website. And as we creep closer, we're definitely going to be diving in a little bit more, talking about them. But Nicole, what do you think? Should we dive in and talk about the Thursday night, kind of Thursday day too, entire haunt pre-show tour for our very first East Coast Haunters Convention?
Let's do it. Let's dive in. Chris, start telling us the details. Where do we start? Where are we going to be? What's the best place?
Well, right off the top, we have to give credit to the sponsor of the Thursday tour, Ticket Spice.
Yes.
We love those guys, and they are very excited to have partnered with us. We were just talking to them a couple of days ago and wanted to get heavily involved. So we said, this is the way it's all going to start for our very first East Coast Haunters convention. We're going to talk to them in a couple of weeks here, but we are talking about the show, the tour, on Thursday, April 25th. And we do have some breaking news with you. Now, technically, it's up on the website, but it's only been up on the website for a couple of hours. So we're going to break that news to you right now. We have the full itinerary, so get ready. We are going to leave the Hilton at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So you get to sleep in a little bit, or maybe you get to fly in that morning. Make sure you get yourself to get a Philly cheesesteak, or, kind of a roast pork sandwich is my favorite. It's okay. Whatever your Philly delight is, enjoy
Mine
yourself.
is a pretzel. Mine's a pretzel. I
There
love
you go.
the Philly pretzel. I know.
You got to go to the Reading Terminal Market. I highly recommend it. We'll talk about that later. That's fine. But our tour is going to start at 1 o'clock. We're going to get to Legends of the Fog by 2:45. Hang out there till about 4 o'clock. Have a late lunch. Then we're going to leave. Head over to Laurel's House of Horror. Get there about 5:30. Hang out there for a good hour or so. Then we're going to leave. Go over to Markoff's. Get to Markoff's, get acclimated, get some dinner, and then we're going to leave Markoff's and head back to the Hilton and to the Hampton for an arrival between 1 and 2 p.m., just depending on how things go. So that's our time scale here. We're going to talk about all the little intricacies and all the cool things as we kind of go through stuff. Now, Nicole, do you want to go through the pricing real quick? Because we still have some really good options right now with early bird pricing.
Well, and this is the great part, is that things have been kind of extended as needed and where they can be. So you have until April 15th is going to be the ultimate cutoff for that with that pricing. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that. But the bus ticket is only $300. 3 hunts, $300. We're going to take you there. We're going to dine you, right? And make sure that you're fed. Make sure that you've got 3 premium experiences, which is going to be amazing. And then if you are driving like myself, it's only $255. So those are the early bird prices. Make sure that you go ahead and get those, because otherwise for that self-driving ticket on the 15th, that's going to go up to $290. So there is still some space on the buses, but it is extremely limited. So don't wait to book it. But everything is still live on the website, so head right there. I don't know exactly how long that's going to last, though, because usually when we make these announcements, people tend to jump on them. So this is your jump on it if you haven't already. Okay. So yes, that's going to include all 3 of your haunts. It's going to also include lunch, dinner, and snacks. If there's anything that TransWorld knows how to do really well, is make sure that we're all fed very good, which is wonderful.
Jenny is the best at that, to make sure that we are fed and that we are going to have beverages and all kinds of wonderful experiences to make sure our entire time is just luxurious. So
Absolutely. But Chris, I think it's time to tell them a little bit more about where we're going. And now that we're buckled in, we're on the road to ECHC. We're going to get on our bus. I think it's time to bring on a guest. What do you think?
I think there's no better way to preview one of the most epic tours than to bring out the haunts themselves. I couldn't agree more. Nicole, do you want the honors?
I will go ahead and do the honors. Kicking off tonight's segment is going to be our friend from Legends of the Fog in Aberdeen, Maryland, Mr. Patrick Barberry.
Yeah! What's up, guys? Thanks for having us.
What's up?
Yeah.
Super excited about the store. We can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So tell us what we're getting. We're coming to see you. You're kicking it off. You're going to be like the first thing that we have an interaction with, really, for ECHC. No pressure. Okay. No pressure. But tell us what we're going to be doing when we come to see you.
Yeah, no problem. As soon as you guys get off the bus, you're going to be transported into our world. we're going to be taking you guys out onto our haunted hayride. So it's a lights on, behind the scenes tour. We're going to show you all the technology that we use on our wagons, a lot of the different scenes that we have that are all individually choreographed. So a lot of that stuff's going to be live without actors. Meanwhile, we're going to be having about 50 of our actors getting ready for our 2 indoor attractions. So you guys are going to be able to get to go through those and kind of get in this immersive world at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be great.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about what some of your shows are named?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Haunted Hayride is just that. It's about a 3/4 of a mile long hayride. We have 4 indoor buildings where the doors close and crazy sequences happen. They all have different themes. We have a big junkyard. A lot of the things that we normally do during show won't be up, but you'll be able to see the most of it. We are a huge actor-driven show where we have 45 actors out in our hayride every night. We have 20 actors or more in each one of our houses. So a total acting staff of about 110, total show staff from parking lot to finish is about 160. So it takes a lot to make this happen. And our staff is so dedicated. We have 60 people signed up to work this thing with another wait list ready to come in, just to make sure that this thing is full and a great experience for you guys. Our midway is about a half an acre, and it just has so much to do during a show night. So you guys get to see a good bit of that and how we operate. There's a lot of really intricate details that if you take the time to scoop into the corners of our midways, you can see how we do things, from our midway games that are more geared towards kids, but they're still fun for all ages. But then we have our pay to scares that we created in-house that actually have live feeds to our midway to where you can scare them right in the middle of our clock tower in the middle of our midway. We'll have a beer vendor there also, so we're going to have a cash bar, so they'll be there to serve some refreshments. We'll have our shirt shack open. Then you'll be able to go into our signature Farewell Hotel. It's a 5,000 square foot pole barn that we have built from the ground up. Little fun fact of history, this thing used to be outside. We created this big facade and we scared outside with wall panels and everything for years. And most of our customers never even knew that they were outside unless it was raining. So then once we finally made the move to put it indoors, big sprinkler system, full NFPA ready to go. But just this thing is just packed to the gills, top to bottom, in a full hotel theme. And one of the most special experiences that you have, it just kicks off in the beginning where you hop in our in the haunted elevators. So we have 2 of them so that we can actually keep up with the volume and guarantee that our guests are able to have that full experience. And it's pretty rare. I've only ever seen anybody else do them similar to ours once. So I think that's definitely a can't miss feature. And we find that people are just, right off the bat, as soon as they walk into our hotel, they're just just in awe, and then they're able to just carry that feeling all the way through. So our hotel is just a sensory overload experience. It's very loud, it's very intense, a lot of really cool little scenes and Scooby-Doo style hidden entrances and exits to the rooms. The actors are what really drive it, but it's like you are just in a really immersive indoor environment. Then you're going to be pretty sobered pretty fast when you go outside and you have the sunlight in your face because it's 2:30 in the afternoon. And we're going to have a little tutorial of how we do our corn maze and our theory behind how we design and run our corn maze. It is a true corn maze, but it is extremely efficient, and customers are in there for a long time and they actually have the experience of being lost, but really they never are. So we're going to dive into that a little behind the scenes look. And then our last attraction is a 3,000 square foot indoor plus outdoor sections. And it is a smash mouth in your face slaughterhouse theme. And we take you in the slaughterhouse, or the cattle door for the slaughter. And then each room is inspired by each step in the process of a slaughterhouse. So it's just really, it's fun. It just kind of keeps to our roots in that we are a agriculture, entertainment, as a diversification for our family farm. So we just really wanted to stay with our true ag roots to go with the hayride and the corn maze. So the slaughterhouse just fit perfect. But I think you guys are really going to like a lot of little tricks that we have in there.
This is
oh my God.
Was that enough?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, you did amazing. You're hired. Stay right here with us. You know exactly what to say and to do.
Yeah.
All right. So give us a little bit of a backstory. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been haunting outside of this? Is it something that you started and kind of transitioned into, or give us the details?
Okay, so when I was 8 years old, a haunted hayride company came in and leased the same exact place where Legends of the Fog is. And some of you guys out there might have actually gone on this show. One of our previous actors, he went on his first date there, back in '92. So it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I was 8 years old, and I went home because I was so mortified. I was very sheltered as a kid, and I went home and threw up all over the place. I was just so shaken up because I'd never seen decapitation or guillotines or just all this stuff, like the sensory overload, because I had like Care Bears and Ninja Turtles at home. So it was an eye-opening experience for me. And I just thought it was really cool because I got to see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. So I was a little bit hooked. And then further down the line, my father and I are, I'm third-generation sod farmers. And so we grow grass, which is incredibly exciting. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I can get involved in a family business. And we just kind of sat around one day, talked about it, kind of at a bonfire, like with my wife and I and some friends of ours. And it was like, hey, this thing sounds really cool. We have tractors and wagons. Hey, let's go. Let's do it. How hard can it be? And it's incredibly hard. It's very hard. And we started in 2007. So we're coming up on our 18th season. And I would say that we've just, we've grown this thing one piece at a time. And, what we try to do is we always try to make we call it capital investment every season, something that is good enough to stand the test of time, to be there, to be customer favorites. And then, add filler around the edges. And each year we try to take what was our worst set last year, and let's try to take that space and let's try to move it to the front and make it better. And we've just found that over the span of that much time, we've just been able to turn this thing around from what we felt like was maybe we got too big too fast in our younger years and it was a little thin. And then now we've been able to really fill it in and make it robust over time.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Love that. It just shows that progressive growth. I mean, that's what's so amazing about it. As we were preparing to work together and getting a chance to see what Legends is about and looking at the trailers and looking at footage on YouTube and just checking everything out, it's amazing because you can feel that passion from all of your core, from all of your workers, and from all of the ownership. And so it's just great that you guys take it personally, and that there's other stuff that pays, some of the bills the other months of the years, but you're always thinking about what can we do to make it better, and what can we do to continue to drive it forward.
100%.
You talked about the Fairwear Hotel, and I want to bring up some cool things that we read about this, and maybe you could dispel them or expand on them. But the Fairwear Hotel has over 70 doors in it. Is this accurate?
Yeah. It's a fun fact that we in-house have. One of our employees, we just call him Mr. Door. He's like, hey man, we're gonna need another door over here, and he's like, I hate you. These doors are just so many different portals where the actors have all the access, and there's just so many cool little tricks that unfortunately with this format we won't be able to just fill them all out. But what's really neat is that the way that we've come up with different ways to allow the actors and the managers and staff to move throughout the house like Swiss cheese, but the customers don't have that access. So between all these doors that are real doors, fake doors, and not doors, they just really make this thing kind of unique and special. And we really wanted to feel like this was like an older hotel where it's just also expanded over time, and it's in somewhat of a manor house feel, not so much like a modern hotel, but it still has a lot of charm to it for sure.
I love it. I love it.
And you're getting a ton of love in the chat, specifically from Alan Hops, who says that you're in his hometown.
Yes. And one of my favorite stories that I've ever heard from Alan was that he used to fight outside. Sorry, Alan, if I can't say this, but I'm saying he used to go and just fight at one of the local strip malls for fun, and that's what they did. And it was just like one of their favorite pastimes before he was actually haunting. I'm glad he's into haunting now because it's probably better for longevity.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
so whenever Alan comes up, it's like a little homecoming. It's really special. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Like flashback in my head of like every like 80s, 90s movie, like where like references. I don't know why, Alan, but I'm just thinking like a tiny little like Jay and Silent Bob type moment where you're just like kind of outside.
Oh
I
my
want to see that in the movie
gosh.
someday.
Oh, see, we're always learning. I love this. Always learning.
Yeah, you're getting a ton of comments, and a lot of people are watching you from all over the place, including our good friend Caitlin, who's out in the middle of the ocean watching.
Yeah.
She never misses a
She
TransWorld live.
just left Honduras a couple of weeks, couple of hours ago. So
another fun little Alan story, and we have this incredible knack for being willing to fail, and we make so much stuff in house, and we are absolute hacks, and we'll try anything. And I get beat up for this quite a bit because I want to learn and I'm really curious and I want to get into stuff. So one day I had this idea for a prop and I'm like, Alan, can you like help us guide me through this? And we had no business making this mold, and it was like pouring foam that we've never done, making molds that we had never done. And it worked. It worked out great. And at the end of the season, Alan happened to be in town and he came through and we looked up at the prop and he was like, it looks like it's falling apart. And as the prop was operating, one of the pieces broke off and fell in the wagon right in front of us. I was like, well, there it is. You got yourself a souvenir. But yeah, so we've always just, we've gone with the attitude that we're going to try it. We're going to make it safe. We're going to make it fun, but we're going to try to make as many things unique as we can. And all of our landscapes, our signage, like everything that we do, we put a lot of thought and care into. And from having mural artists and local people come in and like spill their paint all over the place to just in-house designs using local resources, like a lot of the mushroom wood from that's, exposed from the local mushroom industry and like the exposed grain wood on everything. So it's like, there's just so many things that we take from the local area and just like really kind of pour into the haunt to try to make us all unique. So it's just a really fun, fun thing to get into, and that's what's amazing about haunting, especially compared to growing grass, is that your imagination can run wild, and it just works out great.
Love it.
I love it. Well, what we love most about it is during this tour, rumor has it that you and everybody else that helps make all of this magic happen will be on hand. And if somebody wants to chat for a few moments, they'll be able to do that with you.
Absolutely. And we will be ready a little bit early. So if those drivers happen to show up, we will be kind of ready to get things going. I think that it may be a lofty goal to be out in an hour and 15 minutes, but, we will do everything we can to keep everything efficient like a haunt night. But, there's just so much to take in. We have 40 acres, long hayride, and then just how much space there is here that's just dedicated to our haunted attraction. So there's a lot to it. And certainly you can learn as much as you're willing to stay and ask questions.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. So excited. Let's go tomorrow. Nicole,
I know.
Let's
right?
go.
I'm all
Let's
pumped.
go.
I'm
Our door's open, man.
Now.
And my crew is really frustrated that they're getting everything haunt ready right now. And it's cold, it's wet, and it's April. And nobody even wants to be like haunt ready right now. But it's really exciting. And our crew has been super focused. We worked throughout the winter to make sure that everything that broke last year is already repaired. And so I think that in a roundabout way that this thing's really going to help our haunt just launch right into the season because, we're going to be haunt ready. So we're really excited to have everybody come.
I love it.
Love it. Well, I can't wait till we get there. Until we do, which is only 23 days away. I don't know if that's slightly exciting or scary. I don't know which way we're going to go on that. A little bit of both.
Yeah, we're excited.
So are we. Anything you want to say to anybody that's watching or listening?
No, I think I've certainly talked enough, more than I'm used to, but I feel like
you're doing great.
This tour is going to be awesome. I think that this is going to be a rare look at our haunt during the day, and to really see that we try to build everything that we can so that it is daytime ready. you're going to see the uglies. You're going to see the nooks and crannies that you're not going to see during haunt season. But if you do come back and see it at nighttime, or if you've already been at night, you're really going to be able to get a fresh look at this thing. But to see that, what our farm has been able to do, and, a bunch of guys that were driving tractors 19 years ago, just mowing grass, and it has just turned this whole thing into something, locally pretty epic. And, we try to be a cornerstone of our local area, and it's pretty cool that we get to put it out there and let everybody in the industry come by and take a peek.
I love it.
Thanks.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Thank you for doing this for us. Thanks for opening
Absolutely.
up your doors. It takes a level of being so brave to be able to let that sunlight hit all of that, and to have haunters come through and look at everything that you've learned over your 17 years. So
awesome. Yeah, we can't wait. We're super excited.
thank you.
Thank you.
Gosh.
Well, we'll see you very, very soon in just a few short days. Ah, my gosh. I know. I can't believe how close it is. Really, truly. Because it's like, wait, so if it's 23 days away, we're only 22 from seeing you, or 21?
Doesn't matter. You guys show
Okay.
up. We'll put you to work. It's fine.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Love
I'll be
this.
there early. Like Paul says, I'll be there at 11. I got you.
Send it. Let's go.
Love it.
Thank
Patrick,
you so much for
awesome.
spending your
Thank
evening
you.
with us.
Thank you all.
cannot
We
wait
really
to
appreciate
see
it.
you.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. See, how can you not get excited about this? That's
I'm
awesome.
super excited now. Like, I've written everything down. Like, I want
Yes.
to, like, even just like hearing, I love hearing details
Yes.
about everybody's attraction, but I also love to hear like what they love, right? And I
Yes.
start like writing things down, and like the 70 doors was brought up, but also talking about the hayride and how long the hayride is, and the
Yes.
complexities that go with a hayride, is always extremely interesting to me. But then also hearing about their midway and all the things to explore. And Chris, I can't wait.
I
can't
know.
wait.
I know. And, I know who else can't wait is our good friend Tater, who wants to know, who the bus captains. And I don't know if we have enough time tonight to announce those.
Okay.
So
All right.
we may have to just say, stay tuned to next week.
I think it's a good
Because
idea.
that may be a pretty epic announcement that we might have to save for a future episode. So
I like it. We'll
But I
file
mean-
it away. Make sure it's there.
I
For
mean,
them.
have you ever seen Tater on a bus number 1? No. So there's probably a good educated guess that he might be on bus number 2.
But we'll have to wait and see, right?
We'll have to
Chris?
wait.
We'll have to wait and see.
We just don't know.
Yeah. Notice that I have a clean Foggy's cup, unlike yeah, exactly. All right, so there's more, because there's
There's always
always so much more. I say we jump right into it, because we're going to be sticking around in the Maryland area, and this time we're headed to Laurel, Maryland. And Chris, who are we going to see there?
We're going to see a lot of great friends from our very good partners here at Laurel's House of Horror. And tonight we are talking with none other than Alejo and Mandy from Laurel's. Welcome to the show, guys.
What's up,
Hello,
guys?
hello.
How are you?
Great. How are you guys?
Tired.
Busy, tired, thriving, surviving.
Yeah, this is basically full build season for us. So like, we're trying to get ready for this.
I am beyond excited. We've gotten a chance to work with you, Alejo, in some other aspects, and we've never gotten a chance to work together with your home haunt. For those that don't know about Laurel's House of Horror, tell us everything. What are you guys? Who are you about? Everything. Tell us the
So we are a movie theater haunted house. So we are based in this like 30,000 square foot like old movie theaters that was built in the 60s. And we have 6 auditoriums, and 5 of them are just the haunted house. So that, imagine, our auditoriums used to be huge. They used to hold about 500 people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, like, you think they like the small ones like today, but no, they're huge. So each auditorium is like a different attraction, and then one auditorium by itself is our midway escape rooms, bar, all the fun stuff that you want to do in a midway. And each attraction is pretty fun. I'm kind of jealous. I've never been to Legends of the Fog. I didn't realize that he had a hotel, but you guys are also going to walk through a hotel with us.
Oh, perfect.
Wow.
But yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, we are celebrating our 10th anniversary this coming season.
Very nice.
We are the youngest one of the bunch here.
Which
I love it though.
We love these
We
shows because we get to diversify.
Yeah.
But a movie theater with 5 different cinemas. I mean,
Yeah, and it's hard because building it's in a slant. So building everything on a slant is torture.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, we have our hotel attraction. Actually, we have ceilings in there that go up to 16 feet. So building on that on a slant is not fun.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay, so I need, before we jump into anything else, I gotta ask this. All right, so how did this come about? Because first of all, movie theaters are so cool and so creepy, especially the old ones. But tell us how this happened. How did you guys get into a theater?
Well, so I am here. I've been here since year 2. So the owner, she's not here right now, but she and her husband, they started the haunted house 10 years ago. But they were looking. They had started like a home haunt, and they were looking into getting a bigger commercial space. And thankfully, in their hometown here in Laurel, there was an abandoned movie theater, and they really shot for the stars, and they were lucky enough to get this huge building.
Didn't it come with raccoons?
Yeah, there was raccoons when we came.
oh,
I love a place with free raccoons.
yeah, exactly. The wildlife is great.
Yeah, the haunt was the movie theater was abandoned for about 8 years before we rented it.
Okay.
So it was pretty much closed down in the back of a little like dying shopping center, and yeah, the rest is kind of history after that. We started building out.
Love this. Now, when you started, did you start with one cinema and then just build from there, or did you launch, or how did you progress? As we were just talking to Legends of the Fog.
Yeah.
How they
I know. Yeah. So the first year they only had about 2 months to get ready.
Okay.
And they literally were like, you go into the movie theater, you go into one hallway, and you come out. So it was a really short attraction.
Sure.
But then year 2, that's when we started knocking out and getting rid of the seats and starting to build walls, and actually started making it more of a walkthrough situation. And nowadays, like, we have a 30-minute attraction, so it's pretty cool.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's all one attraction, right?
It's all
Like,
one
you go
continuous
in-
walkthrough, but you go through each kind of like. We have our hotel, we have our asylum, we have a 2-story full town, we have a carnival junkyard, and then you go through our icon scene, which is our movie theater that we kept intact. It's a Phantom of the Opera themed.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like it.
Really pretty.
Mhm.
Now, we have tons of love. Mandy, there's tons of love for you as well. But Alejo, obviously, tons of fans that you have out there, including your good friend Tater, who loves Allegra. So that's always fun too.
Yeah, that started.
I figured you get a kick out
Oh
of
no,
that.
yeah, we
We're
have
gonna
a
have a surprise.
yeah, we
for
have
Tater,
a
right?
lovely little
Yeah.
fun person that's gonna be greeting him when he gets off the bus.
I've been put in charge of it.
Ooh.
The big question that came up is obviously you're incredibly talented in many, many ways, including your makeup artistry and your body painting. Will we be able to see some practical examples?
So actually for this event, so we're gonna have in our midway is behind our midway is actually our makeup room. So we're gonna have our tech room, makeup room, costume, and all 4 of our escape rooms open. So when you guys haunted house, you guys will be able to walk through everything. We'll try and have our makeup artists in there so that you guys can see kind of what our setup is. We have about 10 makeup artists, and actually for East Coast, we have about like 6 or 7 guest artists. So we're
Yeah.
about to have a lot of makeup artists
Yeah.
hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I have to make lots of stations. I
We
think.
have to
Yeah.
make like fake stations just for people that are coming to hang out with us.
Oh my God, I love that. I love that.
Surprisingly, like most people don't know this, but I don't run my makeup department. That's
I do.
this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm the GM here, so I and kind of creative director, so I help set all the build, the decorating, that kind of stuff, and then we have other people that help us out too.
And yeah, I wear many hats here, and
Yeah.
that's not important. What is important is we're gonna kill it with makeup. We're excited for you guys to see our makeup department at work.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so on the day of, we're gonna get there. Are you guys gonna have actors?
Oh, yes. We're going to be a full show. We have, I think, 50, 60 actors that are coming just for. Yeah, it's going to be insane. So we are very Halloween Horror Nights style.
Okay.
It's very impactful, a lot of sound. We have a couple trigger scares that we kind of do throughout. But basically everyone's going to line out front in our kind of like outdoor, we'll call it front circle, like Markoffs will say. And we're going to load in 30 people at a time. We do have a pre-show and then our indoor queue that we're going to have all the cute line actors and they're kind of just messing with you guys. And then you guys slowly get funneled in through the haunt.
I love it.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
This is like Christmas come early. Like, Mandy, how early do you and your entire team have to be there just to start prepping all those actors?
We have during season we have about 2 hours, which is really like an hour and a half, because that one is like the meeting. I need all my actors.
Oh, no, yeah, we do a big pump up with all of our actors. Before.
Yeah, it's essential.
Oh no, we do like a twerk fest. Like we do dance battles like before we get ready. No, we are.
It's ratchet.
Oh yeah, we ratchet. No, but we have so much fun beforehand. Sometimes we do lip sync battles for our like pump up and stuff like that. No, we're big on the actors. Most of our actors don't wear masks, so there's maybe like 5 masks throughout the whole attraction. It's all makeup.
Really hard to put mask on our actors.
Yeah.
You would probably have a better chance like getting a gallon of blood from them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're yeah, it's our fault.
Yeah, we do
We're
like
sorry.
body paints every night, so like we are very makeup geared with our actors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had a lot of your crew hanging with you since? I know you've been there since year 2, Alejo. A lot of them staying with you, like, or do you have some good newbies? Like, talk about your crew.
Mandy's been with us how long? What, 5, 6 years now?
Oh, I came in year 4.
Okay.
Math, whatever math that is.
Whatever math that is.
I mean, I have a couple staple people, but yeah, we have a newer staff.
He's being nice. He likes to collect us, and then he doesn't let us go. Our owner, Charlene, she really won't let us go. So we're, sold our souls to the whorehouse.
Yeah.
It's family. It's family.
I love it.
Love this. Is Tater asks, and you know what? It could be because we're going to come see you guys, depending on how hot. You got a lot of bodies in there. Is the haunt air conditioned?
Yes, it is.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have it covered outside in case it rains. I hope it doesn't rain.
Sure.
I pray it doesn't rain for you guys. The entire building's indoors, so we're lucky there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So, quick question though on this: is there rumors to be some paranormal activity?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you care to dabble in that a little bit?
Her, she runs that stuff, but we have had some really fun stuff come happen.
Yeah, I mean, this place is super haunted. We're still doing our own research into it. There's a lot of things that has happened within the grounds of this building. This shopping center has like weird history too. So like there was an assassination on a politician here. The 9/11 hijack, people try to like wire money 2 days before 9/11. Like it's just, it's a lot of weird stuff here.
Wow.
And then, the fact that, we're haunters, so we find a bunch of crap in people's houses and yard sales. And God knows what's attached to them. And then, we're feeding fear. We're feeding the fear to things.
Yeah.
So
there's been 2 deaths on the property. There was a sanitarium that was built behind. So you're gonna, when you guys come actually parking on the street behind us, there was a sanitarium right there on the street. So we're on sanitarium property, basically.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
It's fun. You know how haunts have like the chicken out light? We should have like the skeptic light. So many skeptics come to the tours and leave believing because this building is just so active.
I mean, if you guys are crazy, go on YouTube and just put like Paranormal Files, Laurel Horror. There's a good one there. It's like a 3-hour long where they had
they
like things thrown at them.
Pretty good evidence on that one.
Yeah, there's the ghosties are active here, especially when it rains.
Oh, is that what you're like? I hope it doesn't rain.
If it storms, nobody wants to be in the building.
Oh no! like the indoor queue line, since normally during season we just have curtains, but we painted it over just to make sure it's dark for when you guys are here. So now it feels like a tomb inside of here.
Yeah, like you can't escape. But it's like stuff like this the owner brings from her mom's 120-year-old house.
Oh,
You know? It's fun.
loving this. And our mutual friend Ryan Visengard said this sounds like his kind of party.
Yeah, there's so many people. The chat's very active right now about this. This is just
Yeah.
real haunted house. Like when it gets real like that, it's extra scary.
Oh yeah, me and Matt, we took over the tours a couple months ago,
Okay.
and like they have been just selling out. And
Yeah, we have the ghost tours every weekend, and we have our escape rooms open every weekend. So
yeah,
we're plus all
You
we do-
have enough activity to have a ghost tour every
Yeah.
weekend.
yes,
Wow.
surprisingly yes.
At this point,
Ni-
you're like issuing a
Oh.
schedule to your ghosts. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
You need a
We're
pay
gonna-
rent.
Nancy, you're working this weekend. You hear me?
We're gonna need to film Nicole going through this.
Oh
This
my
is-
God.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Well, and like
It's become, one of
we're
the favorite things now is people try to catch footage of me getting scared.
yeah, and like we're excited. We're actually working with a couple, like, without going into too much detail, but like kind of like influencer paranormal investigators to do like guest tours.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's amazing.
People can come and do a tour with their favorite paranormal person.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun for me, Matt, and Dennis, who run the tours, because they're not nice to us.
Do you have any one personal story that sticks out that you may want to share?
Oh God, I mean,
I have one from my literally the first
Ooh.
month that I started.
Yeah.
But so basically again, it was the 6 auditoriums. We had one auditorium the first year that I was here. It was completely intact. But that's where we kept all of our props. So I would
Okay.
I was in the building by myself. It was maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock in the day, nothing crazy. I'm
Sure.
going in there grabbing stuff. And what I see at the bottom of the auditorium by the screen, it looks like the silhouette of a person. So I thought 2 seconds, I was like, I think someone's in here robbing us or something like that. But then I see the silhouette, the shadow literally expand the entire size of the screen. And by the time I was already out the door, like calling the owner, I'm like, I can't work here by myself.
Nope.
Yeah, stuff like
Nope.
that.
yeah.
So it's
Oh my
intense.
gosh.
And
Wow.
I have so many stories. But yeah,
Oh my
they can be
gosh.
intense.
All right,
Well-
so Tater's in the comments saying that we need to throw Tater in there with a camera and all of us just stand outside and watch what happens because he's a magnet for that stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they will definitely
I
cling
mean,
to him.
If any of you guys are crazy after the convention, you guys are welcome to come down again.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
good
See,
to know.
come make your own memories and be a part of this tour because holy cow, I'm just so happy that both of you stuck it out and have made friends with your new inherited family and are going to be putting on the show of all shows as our stop number 2 on our Thursday pre-show tour for East
Yeah,
Coast
we're
Haunters
super
Convention.
excited for you guys to see. I always like I really love that this is such like Maryland strong. Like,
Yeah.
we're so excited that some of these Maryland haunts are getting showcased. Like
Yeah.
our friends at Markoff's and Legends and us. Like we're excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see. So, you guys have seen me probably scare you guys at like MHC before and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. And I visit so many haunted houses through makeup that people like help me out. Like get
Because he
out.
flies.
Yeah,
for free.
I do fly for
That's
free,
why
but
he
whatever.
wants to go.
But I've learned so much stuff throughout the whole haunt industry, and I just bring it back. So I'm hoping everyone kind of sees little bits and pieces of inspiration from everywhere. And we are a very different style of attraction. We're very theatrical of what we do here. So
Ooh.
Mhm.
I hope people see the difference with our stop.
We'll probably be zombies that week
Yeah.
because we go right from the bus tour to having a booth in the pit
Yeah.
to we're actually hosting at Pro Air a bunch of demos for people to check
Okay.
out Pro Air. we're gonna be real like
You're
zombies.
gonna
In
be busy.
demand.
You
You're
guys
gonna
are
be
supposed to
busy.
for my birthday.
Yeah, it's our birthday.
Ooh.
Yes.
First 29th birthday.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
First 29th. I like that.
I like it. I like it.
Next year we can.
Oh my
do.
gosh. All right, guys. Is there any we could talk to you all night, truly.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to share with folks before they see you in just a couple of days?
I don't know. I think
Buckle up.
buckle up.
It's gonna be a
It's gonna be
ride.
fun. And bring earplugs because we have a lot of sound. We have maybe like 70 speakers you're going to encounter while you're
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh my gosh, cannot wait.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so very
Yeah, no
much.
problem.
Now I've got a ton to do. I wrote it down. Paranormal Files, Laurel's House of Horrors. I shouldn't watch that stuff because it'll keep me up for days, but that's fine. By the time you guys see me, I wouldn't have slept because I'm all about it. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking for all the ghosty friends. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
thank
I
you.
can't wait to see you
guys.
guys.
Can't wait to see you guys.
We'll see you very soon.
Bye, guys.
All right, Chris, I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight because I am. I'm going to end up like looking up all of this stuff and
No.
I don't do well with it. Like I really just don't, but I'm addicted to it. So
I tried my hardest, just in preparing for tonight. And
Yeah.
there were a couple of those walkthroughs. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hold off because I want to talk to Alejo. I want to talk to Mandy. But now I want to feel that. Like when we get there with Tater, I want to film you and Tater just like literally.
That's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Well, this reminds me of before the Joliet prison, right? When the first time
Sure.
you told me about the Joliet prison, of course,
Yeah.
I couldn't just sit back and be like, oh, this is where we're going. No, of course I had to look it up. I totally got myself totally freaked out. I bet you remember because I was totally freaked out beforehand and this and that. So it was fine because the next time I went with everybody, I was like calm, cool, collected. I was like, I got this. Nobody needs to know that I already had my freak out here. So, yeah. So the first time I go through is yes, that's the organic reaction for sure.
It is so organic, and that's it, truly. If anyone thinks that she's hamming it up, I mean, like, no, she is petrified, and it's great.
Yeah, no, I like to let myself get scared. Listen, if I have to go through with a business sense, I can do it. But if I let my guard down and just kind of let it happen, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right. This isn't everything though. So like we're halfway through our tour, halfway, right? And what we're going to be doing, and I'm already super pumped because it sounds like we've got two incredible haunts to visit, two incredible opportunities to see something different than probably the rest of us are doing in our attractions. But wait, there's more. We've got one last one that's going to round it off on this Thursday tour, Chris.
You already have two epic haunted houses that could stand and make a tour on their own. And then we had to bring in the Mac Daddy. We bring in, of course, the legend Markoff's Haunted Forest. Please join me in welcoming from Dickerson, Maryland, Paul Brubacher. Paul, what's up? Oh no.
Oh no, we can't hear you.
He might be frozen. He might be frozen.
Oh, hang on.
The spirits have gathered.
I know, right there.
Got him. We got you, dude. We got you.
No. Poor Paul's been sitting there the whole time listening to us. All right.
That's okay.
In just a moment. We're going to let him figure
Robert's going to fix it.
Yeah, Robert.
Oh, Robert will fix it. It's all right. Super excited because when Paul gets back on here, we are going to talk about Markoff's Haunted Forest. Super excited about what they bring to the table. And like Alejo said, we're really getting that opportunity to showcase a lot of great Maryland haunts.
Oh, I think we might have audio in just a minute, guys.
Yeah!
Yo, you got it?
All right. Here it
Oh my God. Thank you, my tech support team. Adam Ha, Rainia Pete's husband right here. He's my tech support guy. By the way, Adam and Rainia, one of the top haunters in the entire universe, are at my house. And they've been living here with me for a month because you guys decided you're going to come here in April. And we don't ever open in April. We're lucky to open in October. But here we are. It's pouring down rain. We're all soaking wet. We all just came home from the farm. Like, oh God, but we're excited. And thank you guys so much for bringing TransWorld to the East Coast. Finally, it's a short drive for us. We're super stoked. Cannot wait to be there. So again, thank you guys for all your hard work. And to the two other haunts, well, Alejo and Mandy, well, you guys are awesome. Well, you guys are inside. I don't want to talk to you. You know, Patrick, you and me, we have some things to talk about because it's raining and it's not fun out here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things, right? Us on the East Coast, we're like, yeah, that's fun. It's awesome that your show can be up all year and everything's like ready to go. But for whatever reason, there's always just so much work to do in order to get ready for this.
I've literally been like rubbing my Allen Hop support mask, Monster Camp 10, shout out right there. Yes, like, oh God, we're going to get through this. I swear to God, we're going to do this.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
Oh, I love it.
So it sounds like there's a lot of excitement that you're going to be ready for us to come on down.
Yeah, we're a little nervous too because, you know, we're fairly not well known in the industry, even though we've been around this will be our 32nd season. And I've been with these guys for 27 years now. So, you know, everybody's like, who are you guys? Who are you guys? Like, we're Markoff. Like, where are you guys at? And now finally, hey, hi guys, we're here. So come out and see us. I guarantee you're not going to be disappointed.
That's so awesome.
So excited. You guys bring so much to the table. And what's fun is we have another acronym throughout the chats, throughout everything. It's MHF. Everyone keeps saying MHF.
Oh my God. Okay. So I wondered what that was at first. So I'm so glad that you said it because I'm like, now it makes sense.
There we go. It's all about the branding, you know, branding. Yes. It's important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell us, if we've never been there before, we've never heard of you, although I have heard of you. Tell us what we're in store for. What is your haunt like?
Well, you're going to drive out into the middle of nowhere. And I know you guys are coming from Philly, the big city. You're going to stop at two amazing haunts, and you're just going to drive and drive and drive and drive. And then finally, when you arrive, you're going to just see this 200-acre farm. You're going to pull up, and all of our patrons, when they show up, they just see this huge carnival-style atmosphere from the distance. The lights are up. We have massive bonfires. And when I say bonfires, they're 30 feet in diameter. They're not little campfires. We have trees that we burn. So you're going to come into our midway or our front circle or whatever we decide to call it. It just depends on how many cocktails we've had, I guess. But the front waiting area, essentially. So we've got the fires. We've got live music. We've got high element aerial things going on. We have a zip line. We've got a death roll. You guys are probably not going to have enough time to experience all that because you're on a tight schedule. But you'll get the general idea. We've got vendors. We've got concessions. We've got all kinds of farm-to-table style food that you guys are going to be sampling. Everything that you eat, all the burgers, are from cows that are raised on our farm. And our core business is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit. It's called Caleva Incorporated. Markoff's Haunted Forest has actually started to fund Caleva because the Markoff brothers were outdoor enthusiasts. They really wanted to teach people how to kayak and climb and just do all these crazy things. So everything that you eat from us is coming from the parent company, which is Caleva. It's just a really feel-good story for the whole thing. But enjoy the burgers. They're going to be delish.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. That's
homegrown.
Right. Everything's homegrown, you know, except for the cookies. I think we buy the chocolate chips. Sure. I could be wrong, but... So either way, when you guys arrive, you're gonna pull up in your buses. We're gonna hustle you right to the town because you're on a timeline. So you're gonna go see Onslaught Mills, which is our secondary attraction. The Haunted Forest was the first thing. Then we decided to branch off to our second thing. Sad part, it's April. We don't have any corn, so there's no corn maze. Sorry about that. But you're gonna go through our Western themed town where you're gonna, you know, it's a very actor-driven experience where everybody's gonna be up in your face. There's a time, there's a story, it's very detail-oriented versus the woods where it's a lot of pop scares, but with amazing scenery. And actually, we've just had a couple movies filmed out in our Western town. Johnny Cash's son was featured in one of the movies that was filmed over the summer last year. So a lot of local film companies come out and use us because of our set design and the brilliance and the amazing amount of work that goes into all these things that we have. And the talent level of the people that we employ is just top-notch. I couldn't be more fortunate to work with better people.
It's awesome to say that because the pictures, I mean, they probably just scratch the surface. When we get there and we experience it in person, it's going to be night and day.
Yeah, you'll look around and go, wow, okay, this is a pretty big production. So, yeah. I mean, thank God we're not doing a daytime tour. Just saying, sorry about your luck, Patrick.
Yeah, daytime tours for haunts are always like scary on the operator side, right? Like you start thinking, you're like, oh, I don't know. But I will tell you, as a visitor, it is very exciting to even see it during the day because we all know kind of what haunts look like during the day. But to be able to pull like some of those elements and stuff. But yeah, it sounds like you drew the best straw out of them all.
Yeah, thankfully we did. I mean, clearly everybody, as haunters, everybody knows you're going to see this, you see that, but we're running around freaking out going, oh my God, there's a wire. We got to tuck this. Because everybody's coming to see us. So there's a little bit more pressure, I guess, on us now and for everybody else.
Yeah,
it's true. The spotlights, exactly.
Yeah. So either way, after you go through Onslaught Mills and see and experience and feel the creepy Western town, and actually that part of the property is on an older Civil War battlefield. So we do have some history. We do actually have some hauntings, some ghosts and things out there. We also have an 1800 cemetery on the other side of the property. So we have legit haunted stuff.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to guarantee you're going to see them, but
sure. Yeah, hopefully Tater doesn't bring anybody else with him from Laurel's to Markoff's, because
there's going to be some intermixing there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my.
Oh well, don't be. We're hiring half of Laurel's staff to come work for us because I'm kidding, but
I could see Alejo and Mandy in the green room.
Actually, I do. Yes, I do believe some of them want to come and hang out and do things. So the fun thing about Maryland Haunters is we love each other. There's no competition. There's enough business out there. So we love to have, cross promotional marketing. We'd like to have, collaborate on ideas and themes and things. So it's really a good relationship we have with those guys and a couple others that haven't even been mentioned in the thing. But yeah, Maryland Haunting is a thing. And we're really proud to be one of the first. Actually, I think we are the first haunt that opened up in Maryland. So
that's amazing.
Awesome. Since like 92, right? 1992.
Yep, 1992. And it was really funny. It started as a haunted bus, and the brothers had this crazy 1960s Bluebird bus. They were out in Utah in college. They drove the damn thing home. Probably didn't have a license plate or a title or a gas cap or maybe a wheel, whatever. They got it back here, but they did an amazing thing, and they decorated the entire bus. They had real trees inside. They had a chainsaw in there. You had to crawl through a tunnel and a foam pit, and they would drive this thing around parking lots and charging a couple dollars in the Montgomery County area, which is a bit, uppity of an area down in Bethesda, just outside of DC. And the cops would kick them off the parking lots all the time. But eventually they raised enough money to incorporate it into Clava. And then the next year they moved it out to their site, and it just slowly gained momentum. And about a decade later, we were just off and running nonstop.
That's awesome. I love the origin stories of how it all started. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, there's no other business like it. Truly.
No, yeah. The progression in the building and just, it starts on a bus and now you're 200 acres.
Yeah. And it's a feel good story because the core message is we want to get kids and adults unplugged and outside to experience, nature before we lose it all to global warming and all the other things, So get outside and do something. And come out and get scared. So, right.
Your main forest trail, I've heard, if you could dispel or confirm, is over a mile long.
It is just about a mile. So if you combine the town and the trail, it is literally just over a mile. So the trail itself is about 3/4 of a mile. And if you have cardiovascular issues, you're going to be walking up and down hills. So, just get prepped. Do your stretches. We don't want any pulled hamstrings or anything.
I love it, but it also fits your mission of getting people outside, getting people active, enjoying it, and hopefully getting scared out of their minds.
Yeah, we used to sell Depends at the merchandise booth, but yeah. So after you guys get done with your experience in the town, we're gonna get you back to the front circle. I'm sorry, we're calling it Markoff's Midway now. I have a hard time with change. Change is hard.
I get it. I understand.
So once you're back at the Midway, there's going to be, the DJ will be calling people out. We're going to have some Q&A. If you guys want to chat, a bunch of us will be there hanging out. Dinner will be served. And then from there, we're going to go immediately into the trail. And that's where the magic happens. And, keep in mind, it's April. We're going to do our best. And we've had a bunch of trees fall down lately. So it's, we show up to work and I'm like, oh my God, that tree just took down an entire building. Cool. How many days left? Wait, 23. Got it. So, just take your time, walk around, look at the scenery, because the scenes, then the sets that we build, we try to be, as epic as possible, from the lighting to the wood, everything, all the woods and things that we use. Excuse me. Wow, I need another cocktail. You guys made me wait so long. I had 2 bourbons. Here we go. Hey now. All the wood that we use is actually milled on the farm. Okay. So we are a very sustainable organization. We have a lot of landscape companies that bring their trees to us versus, shipping them into mulch. We actually mill all of our own materials. And a lot of the things that you'll see are all of our slab walls that we build. They're all reclaimed wood. They're all milled on the farm. So including everything in the town, half the town boards are all recycled wood from Lufthansa Airlines. They donate wood to us because they were going to throw it away. So we get that for free. It kind of fits with the core mission of Kaleva being an outdoor education company. But so once you get into the woods, we're going to have pop-out scares. We're going to have all kinds of pneumatic things. We got a couple Easter eggs for anybody that is paying attention. Can't wait for some of you guys to see those. A couple tombstones with some named parties on them. It's going to be a party. Cash bar, come on out. What else you guys want to know? I feel like the 2 others stole the show. I got nothing.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding? You're doing a great job.
No, you're doing great.
Great job.
And you answered a question that has come up a couple of times. Will there be refreshments for purchase? And you just hit it. The cash bar is available.
We do. The Blood Moon Bar, this was something that we decided to do in conjunction with some of our farm to table dinner series. We got a liquor permit and decided, well, we're going to float that over to the haunt. And it's been a really good time. And everybody asks us, do you have a lot of problems with drunken patrons? And surprisingly enough, we don't. Most of the time they used to drink in the parking lot because they knew we didn't have any alcohol. But now they'll come in. We keep the lines long on purpose so they can only have 1 or 2, and then they go in the haunt. So it's nice. Kind of, it governs itself.
Nice. Now, obviously, the question that a lot of folks are asking, Robert was showing a few of the pictures that you guys have provided, and they're glorious. During this tour, can they talk to you and bug you for a few seconds and ask some questions about your attraction and how you did certain things?
Yeah, for sure. Just because you guys are on a tight timeline, we want to make sure, you get on the bus on time. But, we're welcome people to take pictures. We're going to send you guys in groups of probably 5 to 10, like we would normal patrons. Before and after, absolutely. If you've got questions, I'll be around. Nick Markoff, the owner, will be around. Rainey, Pete, Adam Ham, all of us will be around to answer all your questions, like whatever you guys want to know. And limited tours of our HQ area. It's kind of under construction now, where we have all of our workshop, our costumes and makeup, fabrication, all that. So
love this.
I love it. I love it. All right. So I just have like one slight question.
Just one? Come on.
Are you excited for all of this craziness to actually happen in April? Like, do you get pumped that you guys are going to be able to open and like to do? I know it's not going to be October, right? I know it's not going to be the fall, but are you guys getting like super pumped and like excited for all of your industry friends to come in and like see all of the work that you guys have done?
All right, Nicole, let's start with the Oxford definition of excited. If that means terrified and thinking we're not good enough and thinking like, holy crap, we need more spray paints, then yes, absolutely. We are super pumped. We are jazzed. The other cool thing is we're not going to have anything to do after April, because usually we start in April. It's like, well, I'm going to go to the Bahamas, maybe Mexico. I don't know.
Oh
Bye.
My gosh. Yeah.
See you in October.
Yeah, go on vacation for once. I know. It's got to be, it is. It's scary for you guys. Absolutely. But I'm going to tell you, there's so many people, like even people here tonight, they're so excited to see it. Right. And so excited to go back and see it. They've got a lot of fans here. The set design is fantastic. The level of detail, your lighting, all of that. So that's got me really excited. I cannot wait.
A 30-foot bonfire.
I know. Like, can't we really, truly, Chris, can't we just go next week? They'll be ready by the time we get there.
They'll be ready. Let's go this weekend. It's fine.
I tell you what, if you guys want to come this weekend, I got an extra tool belt, a couple hammers, maybe some wire strippers. But honestly, we are really excited to finally get to show our craft to the rest of the industry. And all these other guys that have been doing it and they've been prominent figures at TransWorld. We're very honored to be accepted into the group and just to be able to contribute and support TransWorld and have you guys support us. It's an awesome thing. And we're super excited. We're nervous, but we're super excited.
Yeah. Awesome.
Amen. Well, we are beyond grateful that you said yes, and that we all get to celebrate on your property here in less than 23 days.
Stop it.
Just had to throw that in there. I'm sorry.
I'm going to need another drink. Stop it. Jeez. Oh.
As long as it's good bourbon.
It's only the best. Come on.
There we go.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Is there anything else that you want to tell us or anybody watching before we see you?
Just come enjoy the show. We're honored to have everybody there. It's going to be awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I love it very much. And Paul, thank you so much for spending your evening with us.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us all on. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
And our thanks to Adam, too, for all the technical support.
I
am just at a loss. And we were playing with this stuff like 15 minutes before, the headphones, of this, of that. And oh, my God. And I've been listening to you guys squawking all night long. And then I got nothing. It's just how it goes. It's like opening night. See? Jesus.
Proving once again that we're a live show.
That's right.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
All of us.
We'll see you very soon, Paul.
See ya.
Nicole, we should take him up on this. We really should.
This was awesome.
Let's go help him.
They forget we can see them in the green room. No,
yes. It was great. I'm watching Alejo and Mandy. Sorry, guys.
I know. Yeah, no, but this was a great group of people. It sounds like, yes, they're definitely going to be ready for us. But the biggest question is all of you ready for them? So definitely, if you didn't hear us in the beginning, make sure that you're getting your tickets, because that deadline is creeping up here very quickly. And there's going to be a lot of epic shows happening in just a few short weeks. I can't believe it.
It's unbelievable. And we're literally just talking about Thursday. So stay with us over the next 3 weeks, because we have so much more to talk about. And Thursday, just to remind you, yes, like Nicole just said, those early bird prices are still in effect. They're up on the website. You don't have to reach out to anyone. They literally are live right now. And if you want to sit back and have a cocktail or multiple cocktails, we do have limited seats available on the bus. Otherwise, there are driving tickets as well. But don't miss out. You're getting to see 3 of the most epic haunted houses anywhere.
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely incredible. Chris, I can't believe it that we're to the end of another TransWorld Live. But
I know.
There's more for next week. We're going to be talking about ECHC again. But do you want to share exactly what we're going to be talking about and to whom we'll be talking with?
Well, we are on the road. Of course, we are continuing on the road. And we focused on Thursday this time, our Thursday pre-show tour. So we figured we'd talk about the Friday night tour and, bring in a couple of really creative folks that have really turned some heads, like none other than Jim Warner from Penhurst Asylum and Randy Bates from Bates Motel and Haunted Hayride. We'll be diving into seminars. We'll be talking about a couple of new exhibitors that are going to be joining us. And there's a whole lot more that has not been officially confirmed yet. But Jim and Randy will be hanging out with us talking about what you're going to see on Friday night. So there's another tour you don't want to miss out on.
I cannot wait. This show is going to be epic. I'm wondering how it's going to top for next year, how we're going to do that, Chris. But in the meantime, I cannot wait for everybody to come out and experience all of this.
Yes.
And this last couple of hours here that you've spent with us are just the start, right? That's really going to kick us off for our very first East Coast Haunters Convention. So thank you all for joining us tonight. This has been amazing. I cannot wait. I'm getting so excited. And now that I've heard it's only like 20 days, I'm also panicked a little bit for myself. But yeah, Chris, I can't wait. And I think there's a whole lot more that we've got planned for everybody.
Oh, wait till you see. Obviously, keep checking the website and stay with us because we're going to bring you inside every single one of the events. And so you can ask your questions, get all of those answers that you need so that you can have the best experience at the very first East Coast Haunters Convention. Of course, we want to thank our wonderful premier show sponsor of TransWorld Live, Haunt Pay. Thank you so much for being with us. And we cannot wait to tell you more about what's in store next Tuesday.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you very soon. Good night.